Well, good afternoon, Rolling Hills Baptist Church and all else that may be joining in today. Getting really close to Christmas, and I'm sure you're getting really excited about this snow that may come in to go right along with Christmas, or maybe you're not. But I know some cold weather, some snow. We're looking to Christmas and celebrating mainly the birth of the Son, Jesus Christ. And so I wanted to bring out the toy trucks, obviously, because that's a natural progression into this, right? But I had the privilege, one of my close friends in the church is named Spencer. And you may know him. He's this little fella that's running around here quite often, around 3 years old. And me and him are pretty close. We're close friends, and I'm so blessed by him, as I know you are as well. And I had the chance this week to play cars with him. And one of the things that he did with his cars, he brought all his little cars and construction equipment, and he lined them up just kind of like this. And I thought it was really interesting, and Josh came over and sat down, and we started doing something just to see if he would notice. So what we did was this: we would take one of the cars out of the lineup and set it over here. That was the first move that we went on, and then we would do this and flip one around, and then even you could remove the first one and move it back here or something like that. And so Spencer ran off, and he came back, and would you believe that he immediately noticed that the cars were messed up, and this is what he said: "Daddy," he said, he thought Josh did it all, and so he starts putting his cars back and flipping them around, and I thought, what a cool thing that he knows the order that the cars are supposed to be in, and he also knows the direction that the cars are supposed to be turned. Then I thought, what a great illustration. For some reason, my mind went there, because so many times in life, our priorities get out of order. The way that we do things we put first are not things that should be first, or we get all turned around and we get all confused and going in so many different directions. And I'm like, boy, what a great illustration for us today. How important it is that we make sure that our priorities in life are where they need to be, are lined up just the way that they need to be. Because so many times as life gets so busy, we lose track of the main thing, and the main thing is Jesus. Jesus is always the main thing. He's always the one that deserves to be first in line in our lives above everything else. He's the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, and he always, whether Christmas time or any other time of the year, he always deserves to be first. And I was reading, and this may give you just a little bit what's coming Sunday. I was reading in Luke 2:7, and it reads this: "And she brought forth her firstborn son and wrapped him in swaddling clothes and laid him in a manger." And this was the part that got me, because there was no room for them in the inn. And I just want you to think this week, what do we take of that? What do we make of that? That the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords came, God of all universe, the one that created, sent his son for you and I, and yet there was no room. And I just wonder to myself, is our lives possibly sometimes like that, where they're so filled and so unorganized, stuff all over the place, that we don't have our priorities right and Jesus on the throne of our life like he needs to be? And so I think the challenge for us coming into this time of year is to really focus in, not just on Christmas, but all year long, and make sure our life is lined up right. The one that is in control and on the throne of our life always needs to be Jesus. And Spencer did a great job of bringing that to mind. The Lord used him. We have to get our priorities right, and it all starts with him. So I hope you're doing that this year, this time of year especially, and you're doing that on a day-to-day basis, that your day is focused, your mind, your heart, each and every day is focused on the one that's on the throne of your life. And I hope that is Jesus. That is the challenge. And so I look forward to worshiping with you on Sunday. I hope you have a great Christmas Eve and Christmas morning celebration. And let's come together Sunday and just be excited to put Jesus on the throne and keep him there always, because that's where he belongs. He is the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And let's celebrate him together. Love you all. Have a great evening.